Should I get paid by the hour to do my job? Wouldn't it be better if I was paid by the hour? Hi, I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and thanks again for coming and checking this out. I appreciate you being so nice to my sponsors. I'll quickly go through them. Electric Voice, DJ Event Planner, DJ NTV, and promo only. And of course, my workshop, The Entertainment Experience. Call me and I'll tell you more about it. So should you get paid by the hour? A lot of people have asked this question. Certainly would make a lot of sense, right? I mean, you could take your hourly rate. You know that on the day you're only going to be there for 4 hours or 5 hours. You know that if you have a flat hourly rate, that after that you can get paid more each additional hour, things like that. Should you get paid by the hour? You know, I used to. I used to get paid by the hour, and I also got hired for 1 hour. Right? So it doesn't matter now with that 1 hour whether or not I can be an amazing DJ. I better do it in 1 hour. Can you guarantee that with 1 hour you can give them the crazy party from the 1 hour they choose to the 1 hour at the end of it? Or is it more nuanced than that? Okay. If you've got a 4 hour package and then hours afterwards, if the party took a little while to get going and things are rocking, and at 3 o'clock, at the 3 hour mark, you're sure that you haven't got to all the things, but the party's doing okay, but you know the party could be going better. Does it always only take you 4 hours? Okay. Can you deliver on what you do in 4 hours? And is the 4 hours really, is the hourly rate really what you're getting paid to do? Or are you convincing the client that you're only getting paid and the only time you're working is during the time that you're there? Right? Exactly. You know, are you getting there and you start the party at 8 o'clock, but you're not charging them for the hour and a half that you took to set up, or the hour and a half to tear down, right? Or you didn't necessarily get paid for the hours of prep time, getting things together in the office, in the garage, putting the music list together, putting together if you're doing weddings, you've got wedding planners and conversations with them ahead of time. You maybe put 25, 30 hours into the wedding before you get there, but you're getting paid by the hour, and the client doesn't understand that you're putting all these hours on. So maybe you put 30 hours on, but you're only getting paid for 4, or for the hours at the event. Even if it's for 6, it's way less time you're getting paid for, because you're pretty much convincing them that the only thing that's valuable is the time of you at the event. None of the extra work that you're going to put into what you're doing. What comes with having a flat fee is that you are now willing to do whatever it takes to make sure the party goes well. Okay? Which is what you're doing anyway. But at 4 hours, you're not going to, if you get your 4 hour mark, are you really going to say, hell, I'm up at 4 hours. See you later. I'm out of here. No, you're going to convince them to put more money on the clock, which is not really good for them. They're not going to be happy about that. How many times have you heard of photographers that do this? A photographer who shows up and they get a 4 hour package. Now they're pushing the client to do things at a certain timeline that is not good for you, is not good for the party, because they got to be out of there by 8 o'clock, but because their 9 hour package stops there. They don't want to stay. And they want to push these things up. And the problem is that you are in charge of that timeline. You know when things are supposed to happen, and they don't usually happen on the exact timeline, except for what time they put down dinner, and what time the wedding begins, and what time the party is supposed to be done. Otherwise, the flow, the natural energy flow of the party is in your hands, and you know the best time for the bouquet toss. But now if you're working on hourly rates, you need to do things that might be outside of that flow. But with a flat fee, you can make magic happen, and they're trusting you to do so. They're not watching their watch. You're not watching yours. You're not pushing things outside of the natural flow of energy. This is my opinion. I think it's better with a flat fee. If you're going to do an hourly fee, though, be sure you're getting charged, or rather, be sure you're being paid for all of the hours you're working, not just the time that you're there at the party. Because trust me, if you say we're paying for hours, they're going to get close to the thing and say, well, we spent a little extra money on that over there. Maybe we should take an hour off the DJ. They do that to photographers. They do that to people that charge by the hour. Well, now you can't deliver, can you? This is my opinion. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you in about an hour.